Shalom, shalom, y'all Sharala. Hey, first things first. What's the East? East this way?
Yeah.
All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Ba'ashem Kakadash. Correct names of the Heavenly Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the Apostle Elders GMS. And shalom to sister brothers living the truth. And the sister brothers listening and studying to show themselves approved. You know? So we're going to kick this lesson off right here. Talking about the B system, the system that's currently about to be ushered in that we're about to go into, you know, because it's real vital that you know what times we're going into. You got to know what time it is. You know, Jake always say, you know, what time is it? You know, so I feel like, you know, we got to let you know what time it is, man. What time it is, we're going into a B system, man. We're going into a whole nother system that they're about to usher in. That's going to be totally different what we went to. Because Esau Edom called it the NWO. You know, that's the name they got for it, man. And then, you know it's going down. Creepy Joe been saying he been calling it a great reset. Mm-hmm. So, if you don't want to hear from us saying we're going to a new system, Esau Edom telling his own self we're going into a new system. He called it the great reset. And that great reset is the B system. Mm-hmm. Which in this B system, you're going to have to, like, do... Which really, they go into the unrighteous decrees and stuff like that, man. It's gonna get even more wicked, man. You like they gonna put you in straits to make you comply. You gonna have to take the jab, the experimental gene therapy, and you know, ultimately they want you to take an RFID microchip. You know, that's the end game right there. Is to tag you, to put a chip in your body. You know, that's the system we're heading into. And I did that lesson not too long ago, you know, that went into that, you know, this is a quick hitter to let you know they set that right for our eyes. You know, you got a whole country that's now accepting cryptocurrency as a form of payment. And then not only that, you got ATMs that now have palm readers. Read your hands. So this thing ain't for date no more. This ain't a conspiracy theory. It's a straight up conspiracy. And I feel like what conspiracy conspire? I feel like, man, this thing right here is like an agenda. It's in your face. Mm-hmm. They ain't lying about it. They're not sugarcoating it. They straight telling you straight in your face, and is using fancy names to try to keep everybody calm. And really, everybody's not calm. Everybody's really, when I look around the world, everybody's really like in an uproar against they government system. Yeah. The only people who's really taking it easy and laying down is the people in Babylon the Great. They know everybody know that it's kind of going with it, especially at my plantation. You know, y'all like, man, I'm gonna take my jab, you know.
Just so I keep that damn job.
I'm gonna take my job. I've been jabbed up. Oh yeah, I got the Moderna. It wasn't that bad.
Right. Johnson & Johnson was nice.
yeah, Johnson & Johnson right there. I already put the lotion on, so it's an easy transition. Yeah. You know. You got people that make Viagra. Wow. They got Pfizer. They got theirs. So, man, hey, we in that time. I said they got different flavors for you. You don't want that kind. We got this kind for you. Yeah. And so we keeping our eye on that the situation going down at Houston Hospital, because that's gonna usher in more prophecy. You know, we gotta see if the people gonna win that lawsuit. They're not gonna win that lawsuit, because if them people lose that lawsuit to that hospital, that's gonna give all these other companies the green light to go ahead and mandate that jab. So we going into some rough times right now, y'all Sharala, and we gonna you know pull out some scriptures to show you that everything that's going on right now is biblical, indeed. Because what's that, 2 Esdras 9:2? The Most High said, measure thy time diligently.
Yeah, that's the perfect one, man.
Yeah.
We can get that, man. We just started out with that precept.
I can get it.
Okay.
I'll get it real quick. We'll start that out, man, because that's what we measure right now, the prophecies. Because nobody knows the day, hour, and time, but the Most High wrote down prophecies to let us know what time it is, where we at. Mm-hmm. You know, it's kind of like you going into another city, and you got the markers, the mile marker, that let you know how close you is. You see signs. You say Oklahoma City 50 miles out. Mm-hmm. So these prophecies letting us know like where we at. And what we trying to tell you is you better quit all this carrying, because we at the end. Yeah. And if you new to this, you better be eating up these lessons like you know, Chef Boyardee or something, cause you late to the game.
Hey, you better eat like you ain't never had a piece of meat in your life.
Man, so this second Esdras 9:1, he measured me then and said, measure thy time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it's the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So what we ever telling you is, hey, Yahweh, which is the Most High, is about to visit this place. Who he gonna visit this place through? He gonna visit this place through his son, Yahweh Shah. When Yahweh Shah get here, it's not gonna be, you know, all this mirth, peaches and cream, give everybody hugs. No, it's gonna be mass judgment coming out here, man. This place gonna get destroyed. Yahweh Shah coming to lay it down, you know, and you don't want to be on this bad side. So what we telling you is, you need to get in this truth, you know, that way you can like be saved through your faith and through your works. Because first you gotta believe. You have the right doctrine to believe on to even be qualified. And then once your faith is in, you gotta show some works for your faith. You know, there's certain things you gotta do to show that you do got the faith. For one thing, it's gonna preserve. You're gonna walk different. You're gonna do things different. Yeah. And so to really get on this system, I noticed who he's using to run this system in is he's using Esau Edom, the elite of Esau Edom. You know, what you got, we know the major players. We got Anthony Fauci, Creepy Joe, you know, Donald Duck, Donald Trump, you know, his butt. You know what I'm saying? You got to be behind the scenes that we don't get to see, which is your Rothschilds, your Rockefellers,
the elite bankers.
Yep, your Schwabs.
Yeah.
You know,
they the one that controlling all the resources, the monetary systems and stuff like that. You know, matter of fact, that made me think of that quote. Is that one of the Rothschilds or Rockefeller? We said, "Give me control of a nation's currency, and I care not who makes it."
Rockefeller.
Yeah, the Rockefeller.
I want to say John. Or maybe I know it's a Rockefeller.
Yeah,
I can't remember which one, but yeah, that's one he said.
Because by him saying that, he's basically saying that I don't care about the law of the law of the Most High, the law of Yahweh Shah. That means they gonna disregard the Holy Scripture. That's the reason why we have a system that's set up that's against the Holy Scripture. Why you think we got the gay agenda? We got the seafood that's a delicacy here. You know, you got a seafood restaurant. The minimum plate is $50 and up. You know, so it's a lot of things that
for abominable meat.
Yeah, for abominable food. Sinful flesh. They're gonna kill you anyway. You know what I mean? So I mean, everything this beast system is set up, and it's gradualism. You know what I mean? It's gradually leading you to that what they want you to. You know, they really want robots. They don't want people that actually think. You know, that think on the Lord or Yahweh Shah. You know what I'm saying? The people that actually think what the Lord wants, they want to kill you out. Just like what they did with Yahweh Shah on the cross. You know what I mean? You got it, right?
Yeah, and I like how you said that, because really what they want slaves.
Yeah.
That's what Trump said, make America great again.
Mm-hmm.
It was great when they had slaves. Like you showed me that movie, Goodbye Uncle Tom.
Yeah.
Esau had a good time during that time. They go in there, you know, rape a Jake woman, you know, cut Jake's nuts off, treat Jake how they want, hang Jake, you know, make Jake fight, what they call them, mad dingoes. Mm-hmm. Make Jake fight for their entertainment. That's where you got boxing and MMA came from. You know?
Boxing, kickboxing, all that.
Yeah, all that came from that. You know what I'm saying? That was a great time. Like, I noticed even, like, watching that movie, even the poor Edomites, like, man, I can't afford no slaves. So they'll get mad and just go off in the shed and just rape them.
And they were saved by these damn laws that's written. Yeah, it ain't according to the laws of the scriptures, but according to the laws that they written on their system.
Yeah, because remember, we were 3/5 of a man. They considered us like cattle. Or the fake Jews call us Gorm. They do call us cattle.
Yeah.
So they looked at us like as not human. And this system, you know, the slave system, they want that back. Mm-hmm. So when we pulling that down, this beast system is a play to try to, you know, put us back in slavery. Basically put them curses on us.
Yeah.
Because like I went into, we're waking up again. You know, we got to select few men and women that's coming back into the laws and commandments of Yahweh Shah. Mm-hmm. And when it's coming back into Yahweh Shah, the laws of him, the curses come off of us. Yeah. They can't rule over us no more. Like I went into earlier, making us eat abominable food, keeping the curses on us, we stay in slavery.
Man.
So with us coming back into our power, we're coming back into the steed of being kings.
Yeah.
You know, and they can't deal with that. And they don't like us being spiritual because they can't fight that battle. They can only fight on a carnal level. So they gotta keep Jake. That's why they like niggas and these rappers, you know, hood niggas.
Yeah.
The hood nigga, I can turn him every which way. I can, you know, I can do whatever with him. But a man that's spiritual, they got you how about y'all shouting him, and they really scared of him.
Yeah.
You know?
And you got certain Jake, you know, like when we mentioned abominable food, you constantly eating that abominable food and it's constantly making your body sick. So therefore you gotta go and get that medicine. And then that medicine is gonna keep you high and it's gonna keep you unsober and it's gonna keep you in a mental state where you're unaware of the bullshit that Esau Edom is doing. So, you know, and that's also part of their laws, man. They can get away with that stuff, you know. Matter of fact, you mentioned just like you mentioned the unrighteous decree. This is Isaiah 10:1. And it said, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decree and that right grievousness which they have prescribed. And they turn aside the needy from judgment to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless. Right? So what are they going into, man? They got all of these snares and these traps that leads you and keep you in a lower state. And I said it time and time again, we say it on the highways and byways all the time, that they have to keep us living a sinful life in order for their kingdom to subscribe, to keep on making prosperity. You know, their kingdom prosper off of our sinful nation. You know, and now we coming back from there, we seeing that, hold up, wait a minute. We shouldn't be living this way. It's destructing our life. It's not benefiting us. It's benefiting our enemy. You know, so when the Lord Yahweh Shemel say, Salati, when the Lord Yahweh Shemel say, hearken unto my voice, that's what he means. Listen to these scriptures, follow these scriptures, apply it to your life. Right?
Yeah, that precept you just read, it reminded me of that precept. I think you got it out where it was like they work a mischief on their bed.
I was about to pull that. I was about to pull that, man. Yep, I can go ahead and pull that right now. I was just about to pull it. That's the spirit, man. This is Micah 2:1.
Mm-hmm.
Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
Right.
You know?
You want to bring it down?
Nah, you got it out.
I got it. Okay, like right there. See, that precept back on everything you did said right there, because it said they practice it because it's the power of their hand.
Right.
So we are in these devil's hands because we are up under these curses.
Mm-hmm.
As long as we're up under these curses, that keeps us right in the hands of Esau Edom.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that just shows you how wicked Esau Edom is, because they work evil. They think about what evil plans they're gonna do to us in their beds.
Yeah.
Now they sit up in the bed like, you know, I'm gonna make Jake eat some pork, and you know I might tie him up and buck break him from the rest of the slaves.
Yeah,
They can't even go to sleep without imagining some mischief. Man.
Yeah, can't go to sleep without doing something wicked or thinking about something evil. That's how you know they the wicked people. They the devil, you know. And it said, like you said, it said in the morning is light. When they wake up ready to do some wickedness. Like you said, they thought about it in the bed, you know. So now waking up, you know, they feel that they empowered.
Mm-hmm.
With us being in the lower state, they feel like they feel like they God. You know, you ask them, they gonna tell you they God.
Yeah.
Big Bang Theory, we made this, we did this.
What was that, Second Thessalonians?
Yep. And just like going back to that movie you showed me, Goodbye Uncle Tom. He said that. He said, long as God is white, we shall rule and we'll stay in power. And see, what's happening right now, while we get into this beast system, while the devil's frustrated, is the hopeful elect, the prophets is out. The prophets have woke up the hopeful elect.
Yep.
The hopeful elect now singing this new song. This new song is killing this devil because he can't figure it out. You know, he can't fight on a spiritual level. So now we going to a level, it's like when you swimming and you know, two people that I can swim but he can't swim.
Yeah.
So we banging in 3 foot, I swim to 10 foot, he can't go to the 10 foot.
Yeah.
So he mad, you know, he like, oh man, you cheat, man. You know what I'm saying? Why you I can't mess with you out there. I gotta come back to the shallow end.
I like how you brought that up.
You know what I'm saying? Why you doing all that over there? Come back over here. We all like this. Bring your butt to the 10-foot area. You know, we over here. Hey, we backpedaling. You know.
Hey, I like how you brought that up, man, because you know they actually be going, they drive on off of our back too. Imagine they, being on top of our back when we go to the 10-foot. When they say, "Nah, we get off our back, man. You drowning us, man."
Yeah, and he gonna drown.
Yeah.
He gonna drown.
Yeah.
And he might not even he might get scared and get off of you when you start swimming to the 10 foot.
Right.
As soon as you get to 6 foot, he gonna let go.
Yeah.
Like you going to the deep end.
Right.
I can't go there. You know what I'm saying? Then he gonna try to clown you. And really, this is what he's gonna try to get in your head. Like, man, where you going over there? You can't swim.
Yeah.
If you're 230, be like, oh, I can't swim. And they'll stay.
Hey.
The whole foot like, nigga, I've been swimming. What you talking about, man? I'm going to the 10-foot area, man. I'm about to jump off the diving board on your butt.
That makes me think of the precept, man. The Lord ordained her elect, man. He what he say? When you was in the womb, I knew you.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's Jeremiah 1:5. I want to say, man.
Because if you think about it, when we inside our mother's womb, we automatically swimming right then and there. You know what I'm saying? So, cause that's what happened when we come forth and bring forth the earth. We break the water.
Yep.
Yeah,
so it's a precept that he set a bound that they can't pass, man. And
I think he said Job.
Yeah.
I want to say
he can't we over here swimming to the spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that was big.
They over
brought
here,
up, man.
They over here in the carnal. They can't go no pass further than that. Hey man, they stuck. They just right there waiting for their destruction, man.
Yeah, that was spiritual. That was big. I like that. Yeah, you got the bounds. That's the, you can't go past 3 foot. I'm gonna pull it out since you said it's Job 14:5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. That has appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
See, the Most High, how about Shimmy Ashai got a second, minute, date, hour, millisecond that he's about to knock them out of rule that they can't pass, man. And we coming back to this truth, our power, our strength. Hey man, that's making Esau, niggas shaking their boots, piss on themselves, cause man, they afraid. That's all we need. Come back to our power. Hey, Esau, Edom done.
I like how you said that, man. Like I said, that's why they gotta come down. What's that? Revelation 12, so they come down with great records. The time is short.
Yeah.
So they see Esau see his end. Jake don't see the end because Jake don't know nothing. Yo, 2/3 Jake don't even know who he is.
Nah, he
don't
know
cute. What's going on.
Hey, he just want to be cute, man.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? He just want to, wear his little trunks.
Got the James.
They say got his little champion slides. He just want to look good. Jake just want to bag and look good. Jake don't know nothing going on.
Yeah, carnal stuff, man. I got a precept that goes in good with what both of y'all said, man. It's James chapter 2, and I'm gonna start at verse 18. Cause that's a good scripture too. But the point is in 19. It says, "Yeah, a man may say, Thou hast faith, and I have work. Show me thy faith without work, and I will show thee my faith by my work. And thou believest there is one God, thou doest well. The devil also believe and tremble."
Woo! And that's what's going on right now. Esau Edom is trembling right now because, like Agnes brought up that precept, Esau see his end.
Mm-hmm.
Esau know his end is coming because I noticed back in the 1800s, they used to run their plans and it worked perfectly. It was it worked 100%. They could sleep good at night. Yeah. Jake don't even know who he is, man. Jake, he like a brute beast. Now here it is, it's 2021, and Jake out here talking about, hey man, I'm Yasharala. We bringing out these precepts, we talking these scriptures. We know that we are the prince of the power. We know we calling out, because the Most High, it's a precept. We like, man, the elect will call out to my name. Mm-hmm. So we calling out Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So we hear, so at the same time, that's why he's so really scared. He see his end, and then he see us coming up back in the steed of a king.
Like,
that right there got him trembling, man. Plus, they don't like the name Yahweh Bashim Yahushua anyway. That's like them when they hear that, man. They probably had nightmares. Like, man, you hear what that Jake said?
Hey, sweating.
Sweating, you know what I'm saying?
Sweating like they having whip drops from their coke or something.
Yeah, like they on that man. Yeah, like they on their opioids. No, they tripping right now, man, because their name is back. I bet they can't believe their name is back. Like,
man,
I thought these people was dead. I thought I cut them off forever.
That made me think of a lesson with Apostle Gabar, where he always mentioned, where he's talking about how they was on the highways and byways, and the people that rolled up in a limo, and they looked at the signs that they had, and they was like, how the hell did y'all know? You know what I'm saying? We spent millions of dollars, so y'all should know that. And then they got back in the limo and sped off. And I'm like, man, that's the spirit right there.
And that back what we just said. They said the elite see Esau, Edom, all the other nations know who they are. They know who we are.
Yeah.
We don't know who we are, or at least we didn't know who we was.
Yeah.
Now we coming back into that, and look, we coming back into that at the end.
Right.
When he going down, we going up, and he see it, man. It's like we on two elevators. He going he going down, we going up. We going to the second floor. He going to the first floor. He getting the base. He going to the base, man. You going back to where you belong anyway. He didn't belong in rulership.
What's that precept, man? With that precept,
Boog
2 and 30, where it said, "For I knew that they would not hear me because of the stiff-necked people, but in the land of their captivity they shall remember themselves."
Woo! There you go. That's going live right now, and that's got them in great fear because that's how they know their end is coming too.
Yeah.
Because they looking at us coming back in our steed and calling name, remembering ourselves. They're like, "Oh look, these people waking up from their sleep."
Plus, there's too much information out. The covering cast is no longer on it no more. We see all the wickedness Esau Edom did, all of the lies and bullshit he tried to hide is just right on Front Street now. Hey, it ain't. Hey, you gotta be dumb to follow after the narrative for Esau Edom, man.
Oh yeah.
Which a lot of Jacobs still doing it. What's that Hosea 4:6? While people perish for lack of knowledge, so they still 2/3 ain't gonna get it. 2/3 don't want it because 2/3 want to be like Esau. But for the hopeful elect, the 1/3. We coming back, you know, we getting it.
Yeah. And
that right there is just like, that's why they got to help run this Crown 19 agenda and hope that they can, you know, get some of the elect, you know, chipped up and jabbed up. God. That's their only hope.
Yeah.
Because you have my shot, because we calling on him, he going to make good on his word, because you coming into power was based on the word.
Isaiah 55:11, man, his word will not come back void. You know
he gave him that sword.
Yeah.
He said you get dominion of the earth.
Yeah.
So now you done conquered the whole earth. You got, like I said, you talking earlier, the bankers, they got all the resources, they got all the gold, got all the money.
And they mismanaged it, you know what I mean? So that's basically, so you how about some outside, you gave him a chance, he gave you the chance to rule the world in righteousness. So now you decided you want to destroy the world, you know what I mean? You destroy my creation, you basically make everybody eat what I told you not to eat, you know. And then you want to get mad when we take you out of power. Get out of here, Esau.
Because he said he did it all in the word. He said declare the end from the beginning.
Yeah.
Because he said that was it 2 Thessalonians 2:8 the revealing the Antichrist. I don't want to butcher too much, but he said that the wicked to be revealed.
Yeah, that's that 2:11. Yeah,
so there's something to be revealed means it's already here. Right. Now we know what's being revealed. It's Esau Edom being revealed. Yeah. You the devil.
The son of perdition.
Yep, son of perdition. You the wicked, you know? So the hopefully we see that. We know that. We call it. Now we in the steed of what's that? Ezekiel 35:2. Yeah. Son of man, set your face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. Yeah, now we up in that steed. We doing it. We calling you out. Yeah. And then to back up what we doing, you created the unicorn. So we can Google up all your dirt.
And speaking of that, man, we got a couple of videos we can go ahead and share, man. Well, shalom to the brothers on the comment board, man. In your likeness, Yasharala, man, he posted a good couple of scriptures. Matter of fact, he had that Revelation 12:12. I seen that on the comment board. We read that and then we go ahead and go to the video. You know what I'm saying? This is Revelation 12:12, and it said, "Therefore rejoice ye heaven that dwell therein. Woe unto the habitants." It says, "Woe unto the habitants of the earth and of the sea." And he said, "And of the sea, because the devil come down on you to having great wrath, because he knows that he had but a short time." So we get ready to play a quick video, which it goes into what the devil was getting ready to try to do. So we're gonna try to share the video, and then when the Lord willing, we'll be able to get back into the scriptures. So let me show the video real quick.
Got an Arkin right there. This devil went straight.
Yeah, man. I wasn't expecting nobody to hop on live right here, but that's the instant out of season or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the spirit, man.
Alright. There go the first video. And you want to play the one with the Houston one we mentioned with the KI?
I mean, you play how you want to,
Alright.
And see, this is a big event right
He's
here.
taking a last stand tonight.
Yes, dozens of Houston Methodist employees are rallying in Baytown tonight. They're angry over the hospital system's requirement that all employees either get the coronavirus vaccine or lose their jobs.
Our Roseanne Aragon was live on the KPRC2 Facebook page tonight, streaming tonight's demonstration on the heels of the hospital network's vaccination deadline. She joins us live now in Baytown with more. Roseanne.
Tonight is the deadline for Houston Methodist employees to get vaccinated. For several hours, employees and supporters filled this street to voice concern. Meanwhile, the hospital is defending its decision to mandate the jab.
That's unlikely decrees right
Here
there.
outside
Yeah.
Houston Methodist
We
Baytown
read that
Hospital
already,
Monday.
yeah.
I'm losing
Yeah.
my job.
I
I
will
think that I'm
read it
being
again.
wrongfully
You want to?
terminated. Crowds of Houston Methodist employees and supporters voicing their support.
I took my mask off, threw my shirt on, walked out the door, and here I am.
But see, another thing, these Edomites, they some hypocrites, you know what I mean? I had scriptures that I wanted to bring out scriptures to that, but we just gonna get to the point on that.
Refusing to get the COVID-19 vaccine,
Everybody
saying
complaining
the
everybody's a
vaccine is
hypocrite.
experimental
I got
and
a
only
precept go
approved
right
for
through the video
emergency
sometime.
use authorization.
They're not doing the right thing. They need to give people choices.
For ER nurse Amanda Rivera,
I feel like they kind of bullied us into this little corner, like you have to do it or else you don't have a job.
she's torn.
Suspension starts tomorrow, it'll be 2 weeks no pay, and then if you don't comply within our 2 weeks, then you go to termination.
Houston Methodist stated, "We are proud to report that almost 100% of our 26,000 employees have complied, making the right decision to fulfill their sacred obligation to protect our
I'm gonna
patients.
play that.
Unfortunately, a few employees
Yeah,
have not met the
disclaimer too, I
vaccine
forgot to bring
requirements
that up.
and are inviting other employees to join them as they end their shifts today." Legal analyst Sophia George says Houston Methodist is within its legal right.
They may not want to take the vaccine. However, the EEOC has come out with guidance
You know,
very
we've seen it
recently
coming.
saying
Yeah.
that what Methodist is doing
They
is entirely
surprised.
legal.
We ain't. I'm prepared.
Organizers tell us this case will face a federal judge later this week. Houston Methodist confirmed to KPRC that not a single person actually walked off their job while they were on their shift tonight. Reporting live from Baytown, Roseanne Aragon, KPRC 2 News.
That's what
Yeah, I'm gonna show another video real quick. You know what I mean? Cause you know we gotta put that disclaimer on real quick, man. So we put the disclaimer real quick, and then we gonna go to the scripture. You know, Tay Yashwala got a scripture that goes along with that video.
Oh, yeah, perfect. Y'all heard that, y'all Frawlers? They
Take stuff down like
the
this.
jab. You know, they are mandating the jab. It's going live. We seen it
How's
coming.
this for incentive to
They're
get
right.
your vaccine? Get your shot today,
Hold
and you
on,
can
that's the
get.
next video. I ain't mean to play that real quick. I gotta minimize the video. Okay, I'm gonna play the disclaimer, and then we're gonna go into that little quick video that we just had. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's a disclaimer right there, man. So. Alright, man, you got it out.
Hit the precept.
Yeah, go ahead and hit that precept. All right.
Everybody, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we do have a hand cam, so we're going to be looking at keyboard and mouse as well as controller today.
I got it.
Yeah.
Now, as I watched that video, a precept, you know, I got to go real big with that because what I noticed, Akim, is they're trying to mandate this jab. Guess the number one people that's getting jabbed up. What nation of people getting jabbed up?
Yeah, you know what y'all
Esau Edom.
Oh yeah, Esau Edom, yeah.
The 80% of the people getting jabbed up are Edomites.
Yeah.
So they said they want Yasharallah to get jabbed up.
Right.
Yasharallah is the less percent of people that's jabbed up. That's why they running all this thing trying to, you know, with these celebrities and all these incentives, they're trying to get Yasharallah jabbed up. But I noticed even the 2/3 don't want to take this jab. You know, they some dumb brutes. They don't even want this poison. You know, a good majority of us. I know a lot of Jake jabbed up, but a lot of us, as far as though Esau, we're not getting jabbed up. So they cooked this plan up for us, but it look like they're gonna kill more of their own with this plan they cooked up.
That's
and this
part of the scripture.
Yeah, this is Psalms 10:2. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken the devices that they have imagined. So this whole scheme, this jab scheme they ran was for Yasharala, but look what you're doing. Your birth rate is already low. It's already that many of y'all anyway. The meth taking y'all out, opioids taking y'all out. Then y'all done read this Crown 19 and you killing your own people with the jab. So what you meant for us is going for you. You know, you wanted to prosecute us because who's that poor? That poor goes to Yasharala because we don't have any institutions, nothing set up. All we got is a bunch of 2/3 sellouts. We don't have a place in the UNC. We don't have a government system set up for us to speak for us. We don't have a lot of businesses and stores like say when people get fired. We don't have a lot of mom and pops that we can go and work for. You know, because the 2/3, Jake that got the money, the millionaire, they can't spend their money in the hood. When they do that, they get knocked off. And if you gonna come against that, look no further than Bill Cosby, Prince, and Michael Jackson, and what's that rapper's name? Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
Look no further than that.
Yeah.
So we have nothing. We are the poor. You know, all we got in this system basically is, you know, the gifts that Yahweh Shem Shah blessed us with.
Yeah.
Really, all we really got in the system is the birthright. The blessing he blessed us with the birthright. That's why Esau enemies are so frustrated because our numbers. Oh, going back to that movie you had me watch, Gabal Katan. Maybe they talked about we gotta castrate them and cut their nuts off. If we don't, they'll outbreed us in 100, 200 years.
That go back to ancient
Egypt.
Ancient Egypt.
Yeah.
He was like, let's deal smartly with the Israelites unless they're gonna join in war against them, fight against us because they was outnumbering them.
He said deal wisely with them.
Yeah.
He said they're more and mightier than us.
Exactly.
You know, and they go back to their birthright, man. Jake has the birthright.
Yeah.
Which goes in. When I really think about it, Akio, they birthright. Like we ain't got like the spiritual part of it, but that goes really into like immortality. Because with the birthright, we continue. No matter what you come up with, what schemes you come up with, you gotta think they started abortion for us.
Yeah.
Birth control for us. But yeah, here we are. If you add all 12 tribes together, we outnumber anybody on the face of the planet.
God.
It's called pushing them out, man.
Yeah, we the biggest, man, because that goes back to that slavery when they were breeding us like pit bull dogs. You know what I mean? And then they women were getting mad because the white man was sleeping with the so-called black women. Guess what them women started doing? They started sleeping with our men, right? And so that's how our seed got spread throughout the four corners of the earth. You know, that's according to the scripture. You know what I'm saying?
That slave trade, that's the spread is right there. And then like women, because we are the Most High's people, we made by the Most High, and we got these gifts. Heathen women see us and they want Jake, man. A lot of times we don't work out. We still built with muscle. You know what I'm saying? Best looking men, got the biggest rods. Man, they see that. Plus, you know, once a Jake rod get up in the women, man, they can't go back to their nation of men. Hey, man, you put a Jake rod up in a Moabite, man, she can't go back to a Moabite, man. You know?
That thing of a quote that my dad said. He said, once you go black, you can't go, go back. But it's more like once you go Israelite, you gonna go back. You know what I mean? You don't go back
Jake,
to that darkness.
man, once you get that Jake rod, you can't go back, man.
Hey.
She can't, man, especially Moab, man.
Oh, boy.
Because their stuff is built small for their small men. So with Jake stuff, his shit in there.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
They can't get enough, man.
Yeah, it's over with, man. I see a lot of Moabite women like, I only date so-called black men.
They get to talking like black chicks now, man.
And I noticed, like if Jake get the money, like a professional athlete or entertainer. Yeah. Hey, Esau women all over. Esau all over that. The Edomite women, they all over Jake.
Hey man, you watch that Fresh and Fish podcast, man. They was talking about how this Edomite chick was a prostitute and had the nerve to try to say that we ain't gonna have sex or whatever, man. That's just more proof of what you saying, man. Like he had all women all over him. He went and got a little side piece. He said, okay, cool, I'm gonna get a side piece.
Jake, man, that's their birthright, man.
Yeah,
And see,
man.
that's what Esau's trying to do. He uses his sword to nullify the birthright that we was blessed with. And he gets mad because their sword cannot offset their birthright.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you kill one Jake, Daniqua over here done spit out one, Shaniqua done spit out one, Darika done spit out another one, and it's popping, man.
Like that lesson you did a while back, man. You like Jake making babies without even trying, man.
Spitting them eggs.
But most of them Jake that they killing, they probably had 5 babies, didn't even know it.
You know how Jake is, and there's nothing they don't like Jake. Like I told Jake going around spreading this, see what it say, Papa's a Rolling Stone?
Yeah.
Like, Jake going house to house making babies, man, all over the place, man. That's frustrating as devil, because that's the numbers increasing. So now they got to run a C-19, which I think that C-19 jab gonna make you sterile, man. I think that's another, really think about it, that's another form of the sword.
That's in that article that you just brought up, man. We'll probably go ahead and read that next, man.
What article you talking about?
That article where it said, let me look it up real quick. Man.
But yeah, they trying to offset the birthright using their sword, man, and they can't do it. And now here we are at the end. Their numbers are very little. Our numbers are very big and booming. Like Jake booming right now, especially the northern tribe, man. Issachar, man, Issachar about 6 or 7 of them, man.
I got a precept to go with that Psalms 10 you just had. Because like they said they're gonna get caught in their own devices, and this is Proverbs 26 and 27. And it says, whosoever diggeth the pit shall fall into it. And whosoever rolleth the stone, it shall roll back on him. That's Esau Edom. He over there setting traps and pitfalls for Jake to fall into, and his own people is falling into it. But that's how you know Esau Edom is the devil of the scriptures, because the devil don't even care about his own people, and that's even prophesied in the scriptures. He fucking his own Edomites up trying to get to Jake, and Jake ain't even falling for the trap, man.
To further back you up on what you said, that you go with precepts. They did that 9/11 Iraq war to go over there and get them poppy fields, right? That's what kicked off them opioids. And then when they got them opioids, who they brought the opioids back, and who on the opioids?
That goes to that lawsuit that they had here in Oklahoma too, man. You know,
that's a double whammy.
Yeah.
So now you done killed your people.
Yeah.
Now you done lost some money. You know what I'm saying? That money done. Plus, I'm like, who gonna get the money? Y'all already dead. You know what I'm saying? They're already left out.
Yeah.
So they just losing. That's like a hole. They leaking.
Yeah.
They leaking out right there, man. And then I like what that precept you brought out. That's why this place gonna get nuked. Cause you made nuclear missiles. You nuked them Moabs over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how about Shah gonna use them same weapons you made? Because everybody else got onto the thing. Moab made some nukes. The other German Edomites got the nukes. They the one who started it anyway. That's the smart Edomites. And man, they gonna turn back on you. Your whole kingdom gonna get took out by nuclear destruction.
Just like that precept, man. They go to the simple precept, which is Job chapter 4 and verse 8, which I'm gonna just go straight to the point. Because in verse 7 it says, "Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent." But the point is in verse 8, it says, "Even as I have seen, they that plowed iniquity, so wickedness reap the same." It's basically Esau Edom, they're getting the taste of their own medicine. And now when you mention Moab, when you bomb Moab over there, now Moab got nuclear weapons. Yeah, so now what you think Moab gonna do? They remind me of that movie Red Dawn. They chose. There's an old school version, they chose Russia running through America. Now in the newer version, they chose Moab running through America, taking over the whole country. You know what I'm saying? They already buying land over here, so what can stop them from coming over here, Nothing.
And I like how you said them two movies, because you think about it, now what's going to happen, they're going to combine.
Yeah.
Because I know this Creepy Joe got to go over there and talk to Putin now, man. And I know this Russia's army is red. Moab's army is red.
Yep.
So I'm like, there go that red army right there. You're going to get attacked by both of them. So this place doesn't have a future, Yasharala. It's going to go down because, like Oculus wrote in the precept, it sold nothing but iniquity. So it's going to reap nothing but iniquity. Going back to the precept you wrote, you roll a stone and dig it, you're going to fall in it. Everything I noticed that Babylon the Great has done is set up all their own destruction.
Mm-hmm.
You up here trying to sell drugs, run drugs everywhere. Now your nation over here in Babylon the Great is own the drugs. Doing heroin, opioids, meth, bath salts.
Hey, I was just I went to get an oil change down Lewis, go south down Lewis, and I seen this same Edomite, motherfucker was sleeping in the grass, walking around with his shirt off and shit. He had some shit going on, man. He was drugged out.
Yeah,
talking to himself and everything.
Remember that last Highway Hedge we did? That Edomite was in his truck, man.
Yeah,
he looked like he smoked a couple, man. I was probably he wake up like, man, y'all ain't got no powder, man. So. Hey man, everything that Esau, because Esau, like I said, sold nothing but iniquity. So now they're in there reaping. Mm-hmm. And I noticed now they're in straits right now.
Yeah.
Esau's like they trying to do little things to fix their situation and it just make it worse. Because the Most High is now taking their wisdom out. Mm-hmm. So now they're becoming like straight retard dummies, and they trying to patch up everything. That's why, man, getting rid of the dollar and going crypto, that's a last ditch effort to save your system.
Hey, that's the spirit.
And they don't want to do that. They just don't have a choice. Because you $30 trillion in the hole, you can't come out of that, man. You can't come out of that.
That's the spirit right here. I actually had this precept written down right here, man. This is a precept written by in his likeness, Yasharala, and it says Revelation 12:17, and it says, and the dragon was wrought with the woman and went to war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandment of the Most High and have the testimony of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. And that's the spirit right there, man. Because I had that precept written down, man. And that goes to another precept that goes real good with that, which is because I was getting ready to bring that out.
Let's break that before we bring that out, bro. Okay, I like how that precept said that the dragon was wroth with the woman.
Yep.
And we were compared to a woman. Mm-hmm. Who's that woman? That woman is Zion.
Yep.
That's Yasharala right there. And it said to do war with the remnant of her seed that keep the law. Who's keeping the law? To the best of our abilities. We can't keep the law perfect. Mm-hmm. But the ones that's trying, hopefully elect.
Yep.
And then who has the testimony of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach?
Yasharala.
Yeah.
The hopefully elect. I like to say the remnant of her seed let you know that this is not going to be everybody. You know how black people always say, we all need to come together. We all need unity.
Yeah.
You cannot come together with no nigga, man.
What's it
this is not going to be everybody on the court. This is only going to be a select few of his people, the cream of the crop, which is the hopefully elect. Mm-hmm. That's who that dragon is mad at. He ain't mad, like I said, he ain't mad at these niggas, man. He invented the nigga. Yeah, all he did was get a nigga a bag, get his nigga a gun, his sword, and tell that nigga to shoot this nigga.
Yeah. He is the nigga. He just modernized it with Jake.
Exactly, man. He put his messed up tag on Jake.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's how you a criminal.
And pay him a regular paycheck just to do it. The paycheck that we do on a 9-to-5 job, he'll pay him that, and Jake will go do that shit.
And then change his identity.
Yeah.
It's like he did the crime, put the suit on, suit and tie, made Jake sag his pants, put on a red flag, they would put on a blue flag, and now Jake doing what he already done did.
Yeah.
And now he gonna use that, and he put the camera on Jake. Mm-hmm. That's why they give these niggas rap careers, because then they can show us around the world like, these people are nothing, look at them, you know what I'm saying? He on stage with the drawers hanging down, talking about, committing adultery, and blame it on another Jake. That's why everybody look at us like we crazy, because of these rapper niggas.
Yeah, because our 2/3 Jakes is following after the leaders, like you said. The 2/3 Jakes is natural born followers. And who's the follower? Who control the world? Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
And all you gotta do is give Jake some money. Jake do anything for a bag. Jake will let you push his shit in, you give him enough money, so like my French right there, but that's what Jake doing. Like, who was that just performed with a dress on? Then I seen a picture of Usher with some girl clothes on, man. Jake can do anything for a bag, man.
I forgot the dude's name, but yeah, man.
You know what I'm talking about,
Kid Cudi or something?
Kid Cudi. Yeah. There you go, Kid Cudi, man. That said, hey, you give Jake enough money, Jake can wear a dress.
Yeah, man.
Jake could suck up Esau and give him enough money, big enough bag.
What that nigga like in a wedding dress or some shit, man?
Man, look like an 80-year-old woman's sundress, man. You ain't lying with embarrassing, man. And they put Jake on TV.
Yeah.
And see, the whole world see that.
Yeah.
So that's why, Hamite, Moab, Ishmael, that's why they talk messed up. They think we all like that.
Yeah.
So when like, cause we not on display like that. We barely get views. You know, our apostles and elders only got about 4,000 or 5,000. We ain't on display like that.
10%, less than 10% of what what the folliness that go on this society, man.
So when they see us, man, they eyes pop out, man. They like, what the? I ain't used to this. I thought Jake was just a nigga.
Yeah.
Where the dope at, man? Where the pants sagging? I thought Jake was just a brute beast.
That goes to another precept. What is that? The rich sit in low places, man. I got another precept to go good with that. That Revelation 12 and 17.
Yeah, pull that.
That John 15 and 18. It says, "If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you." You know, and he said, if it were of the world would love this own, but because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you. Right? So, and that goes back to when we follow the scriptures, they're gonna try to take down our videos, They're gonna call us a hate group. They put all of these negative pigmentation of the actual niggas that's actually out there doing the shit. They take their energy and put it on us, and they say we are the ones that are the hate group. We are the gangbangers. We are the drug dealers. They put their false image on us when we out here telling the truth.
Like I said, because we not coming in that worldly stance. Like we was out here doing a video on how to break the blunt down.
Oh man.
And how to cook up some crack.
Shit.
And how to load up your 9. We get a lot of views.
Yeah.
And like Esau wouldn't take that down. Esau prop that up. We probably go to the top of the algorithm.
Yeah.
And get a lot of hits.
Mm-hmm.
Since we coming with the truth, something he can't deal with, like you alluded to earlier, the rich sit in a low place, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Esau like, nah, I can't have that, because what it does is it disrupts his beast system. It disrupts his system, because that doesn't go. So what it is, we're glitches in that system, man. Yahweh is pointing out the spirit on us to bring out the truth, because now he getting ready to come back.
Yeah.
When he come back, he's not going to come back and have to search out for his people and look for them. No. His fan base is already here. His fan base is already calling out his name, man. We already singing that same.
God.
Yeah, Call Halal Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. That name we already set up. Like it's a precept that say that I should set you in order before your enemies. And that's happening right now. And that's beautiful to me, man. What's he using to do that is this word, these scriptures, man. That's what's setting us in order. Now we starting to realize, oh man, I know I'm supposed to do this, I'm supposed to have fringes on my garment. I'm supposed to, eat a certain way. I ain't supposed to be eating pork. No wonder all my grandma and them got diabetes and high blood pressure. We been eating the wrong food. Now I'm starting to know what I'm supposed to do. And then like if I get right, I can teach my seeds to be right. That's what they sure don't want, man. Because now you got a whole righteous group of people that's like not complying with the system.
And then we form a righteous system, and then they ain't got no system after that.
Because they got a system based on us being in sin. And see, we're at the time now, it's the end of this wicked system. So Esau is making a last gas with his new B system, the NWO, in order to stay in power. But he's not going to stay in power. And I got a precept to back that up. And this is, the steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. So right now, hey, Esau, he in straits, and going to their own counsel, casting down, they getting called out on everything they do. Like I brought out earlier, Anthony Fauci, like, I think they gonna throw him to the wolves, man. Like you said earlier, like he talking about don't wear no mask. Then he say, man, 2 weeks later, wear a mask. Then 3 weeks later, he say, man, you need to wear a triple mask. We
got a video on that as well too, Lord willing. We're gonna pull that video out. But this is that article that you have put in the group chat right here. The immunology. He said we made a big mistake.
Oh, now I remember that. Yeah.
And I'm gonna read a little bit of that. And it said, as I discussed with the local physician, Dr. Kim Connolly, on a feedback program last week, more data is coming out about the alarming dangers of the Crown 19, as experts are now saying it is irresponsible, unethical, and unnecessary to vaccinate healthy people, especially young adults and children. And it says Byron Brittle, a viral immunologist, and associate professor at the University of Guelph, Ontario. I can't even pronounce that. It's in Canada. And it said, we thought the spike protein was a great target antigen. We never knew that the spike protein itself was a toxin and was pathogenic protein. So by vaccinating people, we are inadvertently inoculating them with a toxin. Crown 19 spike protein get into the blood where it circulates for several days post-vaccination and then and accumulate in the organ and tissue, including the spleen, bone marrow, the liver, adrenal gland, and in a quite high concentration in the ovary. And you mentioned earlier where they was talking about when they mentioned that jab, anybody that get that jab, it reduced, because it said something about the ovary. Now the ovary is where the women put just the eggs and so on and so forth. So the ovary is basically, and whatever happened with the men, you know, it basically reduces the birth rate. So that's no more proof that they actually put this jab out just to, you know, keep on killing Yasser Allah. And now they're putting the pressure on her because, you know, Esau's the one that's mainly getting it. But now they're putting it on the news, like, why is it, you know, the so-called Latino Native Americans, not they're against the jab, and then they're using people like, you know, the Fauci, you know, the celebrity, and all of those people just to keep pushing forth the jab. And the proof is out there. The proof is in the pudding. They're trying to kill us. Okay.
And see, I like it. Like they ran this scheme for a long time, which to me was never a good lie. I was wondering how they're gonna hold it up, and now we're at the bottom of it. And I don't think it went according to plan. No, so like you just read that article right there. Now they realize the jab is the toxin. You get that? That's what's gonna kill you. Right. I forgot about the article. I'm glad you brought that up, man. They said it's going into your organs, your bone marrow. You know, that's what's gonna kill you. So this jab is worse than this. You know, this virus they created. Now they going to the Wuhan lab leak. They're investigating that now. I remember that at the beginning, man, when Donald Trump was running. So now they're about to bring that out, man. So now what's happened is the truth is coming out. Because this whole thing was a scamdemic anyway. It was a lie anyway. So now that the truth coming out, you know, like I read in precept, now they're getting cast down by their own counsel, man. Their own lives is backfiring on them. And really, like you said, I'm going to watch. Somebody going to have to pay for this, man. All right. Because, you know, a lot of people lost jobs. Yep. You know, a lot of money was lost, you know, which they going to run their agenda, but they know they got to throw somebody out there to quell this anger right now. Because the main people that's really mad about it, Esau Edom, that's who took it the hardest doing this scamdemic. You know, Jake was still making little dances. Remember Elder Malazar did that one lesson? Yeah. With the grenade, Jake up here dancing, spraying stuff. And Jake took it as a joke, you know. The people that were really scared and took it seriously was Esau. That's who really took an L. You know, we didn't, like I said, we didn't have that many businesses anyway. Who lost businesses was Esau. Yeah. So Esau was mad, man, and somebody has to pay for this scamdemic they just ran. Damage has already been dealt. So they gotta run their beast system. You know, they gotta grow with it. Damage has already been done. We gotta roll with it. They gonna put that with my bag. They gonna do that with that jab. I'm waiting. I'm giving it about, you know, probably after the, you know, the winter or when the next year hit. I think we're gonna see a lot of little things pop up. Like, you know, you have a loved one took the C-19 jab. Call this number 1-800-RBAG. And you know,
I heard the Edomite on there. Oh, they should give us a choice and this and this. That's that totalitarian system coming in. That mandatory word gonna get thrown out there more and more. Jake ain't gonna take it, and Esau gonna continue to take that, and it's gonna make them mandatory that, man. And I kind of got a precept to go with that though.
You can read it go before I play the video out.
Yeah, this is Revelation 13:11.
Oh yeah, that's where we go to.
And it says, and behold, another beast came up out of the earth and had two horns on his two horns like a lamb and spake like a dragon. Right. And they come like Esau come like he helping you, man. He come like he's soft and cuddly like a lamb. And then he'll spill that nonsense and bullshit out and make it into an unrighteous decree and speak like that dragon and hey man, ultimately trap you up. with the words and his policies, man. But shit, y'all got it out.
Yeah. I'm gonna play this other video, and yeah, we got a lot of precepts to go with the Kadosh Shahan just read, man.
Pull this out before we get into that, because this going to that jab right there. So we on the situation of that jab.
Yeah.
This is Psalms 58:4. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent.
Yeah.
They're like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear.
Mm-hmm.
And so with the Oculus put at that article, is basically that's poison.
Mm-hmm.
The jab is poison, man. And who was that serpent? That serpent goes in Esau, Edom, man.
Yep.
Way back to Cain, you know what I'm saying? Cain's father, you know what I'm saying? That serpent that was in the garden, you know, that's them. And it said, I like how it said, like the deaf adder that stopped with her ear. If you get this jab in you, man, you're not gonna come into this truth.
Mm-hmm.
Like, your body getting broke down. Like I just read right there, it's breaking down your organs, man. It's going to your bloodstream. You know, you're not going to come into this if you ain't going to feel right. You know, it said it stopped with her ear. To get this truth, you got to hear it.
Yeah.
You know, you get that jab, like you said earlier, like the jab going, what's that gene?
The VMAT2.
Yeah, your VMAT2. It goes to your VMAT2. Once it goes to your VMAT2, hey man, you can't believe on your Yahweh shot no more. That's why they really want to get this jab into the hopeful elect, the believers. Because that's who they got to stop. But we not going for it. We seen this coming a mile away, man. Like we seen you coming down the street. We knew you was going to come with this game plan.
Which that precept brings another precept, man. I have made thee a watchman, you know. We supposed to keep watching and stuff like that, man. And, you know, I got a precept to back both of y'all up, you know, and then we'll go ahead and watch the next lesson, the next video. This is Psalm 55:21. And it said, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn sword.
You know.
Right? Yeah, you want to break that out?
You got it.
All right, yeah, God, and man, just like Kadar just mentioned, man, you know, they trying to smooth people over, you know, just to get that jab, and really, you know, they really just trying to get you to get that jab so you can't reproduce. And that just like the Octay just mentioned, is that it's actually turn your body down. So what it's doing is actually turn your body down to where you can't contribute. So the more you keep going into this body, you're gonna the more you keep following this system, you're gonna be destroyed anyway. Because when Yahweh Shah come back, he can't use you. You know what I'm saying? He can't use you to rebuild his kingdom. Because you ain't nothing but you good, so he gonna have to destroy you, and then you're gonna have to be reborn again through the hopeful lad who didn't fall for the BS that Esau Edom set out for the snares and the trap. So yeah, man. Without further ado, we're gonna get into another video, and this is this video with Rand Paul. I'm gonna start it over real quick.
I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt, Doctor, Kentucky Senator Rand Paul. You've been right about this guy from the beginning. I'll be honest. I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt. There were a lot of things, a lot of people got wrong in the beginning. I never thought it was nefarious. But we now know on January 31st that Dr. Fauci was told it looks like gain of function manipulation of this virus, the genome of this virus. He was told that. That happens to be also the day that Donald Trump put in place the travel ban that's xenophobic and hysteria, and 10 days after the first identified case in this country. So you've been right the whole time, Senator, and unfortunately you've been right.
You know, there's been no more prominent scientist in favor of gain-of-function research than Dr. Fauci. He still hasn't backed off of that position. He believes that it's okay to take animal viruses, make them into super viruses to infect humans, even if a pandemic should occur. He says, oh, the research is worth it. But you know, there's a host of other scientists in this field, and they say it's not worth it at all, that we haven't learned anything. All we've done is put ourselves at risk. But even after all of this evidence points towards the Wuhan lab, this last week in committee, Dr. Fauci said that he still trusts the Chinese scientists. And the thing is that's a very naive notion. That's how we got here. But there are worse viruses. This is a bad one. This has about a 1% mortality. 3.5 million people have died. But they've been experimenting with some viruses that have 15% mortality. That would mean 50 million deaths right now. So this kind of research needs not to be funded by the U.S. taxpayer. And so I had an amendment this week that passed actually unanimously saying no more funds for this Wuhan lab. So we'll see what Dr. Fauci has to say, but he doesn't really have the judgment to be in the position he's in.
Senator, I hear the money that he is saying it was far much more in terms of the actual dollar amount. Do we have any idea how much money, American taxpayer money, went to fund this Wuhan virology lab and their gain of research function work?
There's a lot of pools of money. There's a group called Eco Health Alliance. This Peter Zonk. He's got $100 million over the last several years. Now, not all of it's gone to Wuhan, but they say as much as 3 to 4 million may have. But there's lots of pots of money. There's defense money, there's secret money, there's money we don't even know about because it's classified. But this research is being done in the United States as well. It's very, very dangerous, and I want scientists that are not partisan to come to Washington. So I sent a letter today to the head of my committee and Homeland Security and also the Health Committee to say we need to have a hearing with impartial scientists who are on the other side of Dr. Fauci, who believe that it's incredibly dangerous. But you know what? The other danger is I've had 5 death threats just for being outspoken on it. This week I've had 5 death threats. I don't know what the world's coming to. You can't ask honest, difficult questions that in the end have turned and proved out that Dr. Fauci was not being honest with us. But as a repercussion, my family had white powder sent to our house and 5 death threats phoned in.
By the way, been there. Sorry to hear that. It's not fun. I know it's happened to me. It's happened to many other people in the public eye, and it gets scary at times. And I hope you're getting the proper security, and I hope our government is providing it to protect any politician, any elected official. This is not Democrat or Republican. Let me ask you this: did Dr. Fauci lie before your committee?
Absolutely. He still says no money went for gain-of-function research. One of the papers that he sent in the emails that have come out, he labels the paper as gain-of-function, and that was at the Wuhan Institute. At the end of that paper, the bat scientist, Dr. Shi thanks Dr. Fauci's organization, the NIAID, which is part of NIH, and she actually lists the serial number for the money she got from the U.S. So he needs to be asked difficult questions. We need to have other scientists there. He hides behind the veil of, I'm the only smart person in the room. No one else can understand this. But many other PhD scientists in this field completely disagree with him and don't think it's worth risking a pandemic. They don't think we should be doing this research, and they haven't seen any benefits of it either.
I think I recall that the gentleman by the name of Roger Stone was charged with lying to Congress, known as a process crime. Usually tell somebody, have your client report at this